One of the greatest passions in my life today is the game of golf. Golf was not something that ran throughout my family from generation to generation. In fact, no one in my family actually played. However, with a course just around the corner from my house, it was something that always intrigued me as I drove by it on my way to school. It was hard not to simply stare out at the beauty of it all, with the rolling hills of grass, the beautiful lakes, and the massive oak trees all arranged like a natural art piece. As a result, one day I decided that I wanted to go play. Borrowing a set of beginner clubs from my friend, I set out to the links at Galloway with no idea how much this decision would impact my life for the better. Initially, as expected, I was not very good at all. I could maybe hit 2 to 3 shots well during the entire round, but those few shots kept me coming back over and over again. I practiced and practiced until I couldn't hold the club anymore because my hands were so blistered. No matter how hot or cold it was, you could find me hitting balls outside at the local putt-putt driving range, and I loved every second of it. For me, figuring out how to tweak my swing on my own and then seeing the fruits of my labor come has always been one of the most rewarding experiences for me because I get to make my own decisions and work things out rather than be told what to do or have expectations as to how good I should be. My high school senior quote came from arguably the greatest golfer to ever play, Tiger Woods, and I think he best sums up this feeling by saying, "No matter how good you get, you can always get better, and that's the exciting part." I always feel this excitement when I go to the course, that today I could become a little better than the last time I played. While I didn't realize this at the time, looking back, I think this came directly from the fact that I was figuring out this game all on my own. I've never had a golf lesson, I've never had a membership to a prestigious country club, and most importantly, I've never had outside expectations set by my parents or my brother. The only person's expectations that I strived to meet were my own, which were often pretty high, but this was still an extremely liberating experience for me. Unlike the lacrosse field, when I walked onto the course and see the usual starter Steve, I am not Peyton's brother, but rather I am Cade Klawinski, a Memphis Public Links regular. The course has always been a place of escape for me. While I play, I always shut my phone off, eliminating the distractions of the outside world. I leave behind all the stresses of life, and for a few hours, I feel pure peace. As I walk down the fairway, I can take in the beauty of nature despite being in the middle of the city, and the only thing on my mind is the next shot to hit. In many ways, my journey in the game of golf is a reflection of the development in my personal life over the last few years. I have learned to think and do on my own, and I have left behind all outside expectations, learning from my own mistakes and simply getting better every day. Like the great Bobby Jones said, golf is the closest game to the game we call life. You get bad breaks from good shots, you get good breaks from bad shots, but you have to play the ball where it lies. Over the past few years, I have begun to figure this out for myself. I've started to make my own decisions, learn from my own mistakes, and listen to my heart and follow my passions. And I'm forever grateful that my heart led me to the game of golf.